guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I showed you how I created this makeup look. I feel like I've not done like a smoky eye in... I don't actually remember the last smoky eye I did, like on or off camera, so this was new for us both. But anyway, I tried to create like a smoky eye which was kind of soft, a little bit of glitter, nothing too much, kind of like a New Year's Eve glam, even though we can't go anywhere, but we move. But I really hope that you enjoy this one, and if you do, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, give me a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Anyway, I'm gonna let you watch, but thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Mwah! Okay, so I've already done my brows because you guys have seen that like a million times. So now I'm just going to prime my eyelids just the usual way that I do. So I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this is in the shade Warm Beige, which is like the closest one to my skin tone. I also sometimes use Natural Beige if I want to go just slightly lighter, and it's also got less of like a golden warm sort of undertone. But for priming my lids, I kind of prefer to go closer to my skin tone. So I'm going to opt for Warm Beige, and I'm just going to blend it out with my damp beauty blender and then like set it with my Beauty Bakery powder. So now we're going to start on the eyes. I want to do a like typical New Year's Eve kind of vibe. I want to do a smoky eye, I want to get some glitter going. So I am taking my Morphe, surprise surprise, 39L Hit the Lights palette. I feel like this is a proper like going out kind of vibe. Like, hello, hi. So I think I'm gonna start with these two. So I'm gonna go in the crease and slowly get darker as I go down and like outwards, and then we're gonna pack on some black, dare I say it, but we'll get to that in a second. So I'm gonna slowly start warming it up in the crease, getting darker and darker with browns to start with. You know what, yeah, I've never used this brown before, but rah, this is actually such a nice shade. I feel like I want to try like a brown smoky eye with this colour all over, because this is such a nice like tone of brown. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually really liking this. I feel like I don't use this palette enough. Do you know what I mean? You know, I stick in my comfort zone. I never really like dig into the other stuff unless I'm doing something just like very different, like a proper creative look. Otherwise I feel like I never really go into them, but this is actually such a vibe. I'm taking my Too Faced Natural Love palette. I don't know if you guys have seen me use this, or if you have, it would have been a long time ago. And I'm gonna take the shade Night Fever, which is this over here. I don't know if you can see it, but basically it's like a really dark brown with little bits of like gold glitter like reflexes in it. So I'm gonna take that and slowly start kind of packing it on the lid after like a little bit further down. So I'm not gonna take it beyond the crease. I'm just gonna kind of blend it into what we've got already and bring it all the way all over the lid. So I'm going to keep switching between the brush to pack on the colour and then the fluffy brush to kind of blend it out. I don't want to go in too heavy too quick, especially like when you've got a smoky eye. You like, the worst case is you go in too heavy too quick and then like you can't bring it down. So I don't want it to be like too like I've been punched in the face, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to gradually build it and gradually blend it as I go, so I can continue to sort of reevaluate as I go in terms of how dark I want to take it. So that's why it's important to go in with a really light hand and then keep going in with your second brush, blending it, checking it, and then packing it in. Now, because I just really have my heart set on using this, I'm gonna use it. This is the Urban Decay Single Shadow in the shade Scorpio, and it's basically black with little gold reflexes. I'm trying to show you. So I'm gonna go in with a very light hand. Whenever you're using any kind of black eyeshadow, you have to go in really lightly, because it can come out really harsh, and then it's so hard to like make it more subtle afterwards. So I'm going to concentrate it on the outer corner first, just in case it's too intense for all over the lid. And I'm going to go closest to my lash line. This is always the safest place to start if you're not sure if a colour is going to be too dark, because it's nice to like naturally put your darkest colours in that placement. I actually quite like it in the corners, I think. just to give a bit of dimension and enhance the depth to my eye. I think I'm kind of happy with that level. So now I think I'm going to put a little bit of glitter. So I've got my Urban Decay Moon Dust palette, which looks really cute. These are like little coloured gloss toppers. Coloured glitter toppers. And they're really like cute to just add as like a little extra something. So I'm going to take the shade Lithium because it looks a little bit softer than, oh, I'm not even showing you, Lithium, which is this one here, instead of Granite, because this is a little bit more silvery, and I don't know, I feel like the gold is a little bit softer. So this is what it looks like. It's still quite, I don't even know what you call it. I'm just gonna lightly tap it kind of all over. It's subtle, but it just makes it a little bit more New Year's vibe, you know? Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Okay, now I'm gonna go and put my lashes on and I will be back. Okay, so lashes are on. I also did some tight lining with some liquid eyeliner, and I also put some mascara just to sort of blend the lashes together. Now what we're gonna do is the base. So first I'm gonna start by concealing up like any scars or whatever that I've got. So I'm gonna take my same warm beige concealer and I'm just gonna very lightly go over the areas which are going to need a little bit more coverage. Just like that. And then I'm going to take a concealer brush and I'm just going to sort of dab the brush in the same area, so no swiping or anything. Just blend it out. And now for foundation, I'm just using my general trusty long wearing mix, which is my Urban Decay Stay Naked in the shade 51WY, mixed with the Ordinary Serum Foundation in the shades 2.1Y and 2.1P, because I feel like the P one is way too like pink for my undertone. The Y one is like way too yellow, like oh raw, like too much, especially for this time of year, like it is too much. So I mix them together and I literally get like my perfect undertone. So I'm just taking quite a thin layer because I want to go heavier with the concealer and the cream contouring. But this is just going to help us to give like an even base. And areas where like I'm not really going to be putting much concealer or contour is where you kind of want to focus the foundation. And this is going to avoid that sort of cakey look. I'm also using like the edge of the foundation brush to sort of clean up the shadow because I don't want it to be like a clean cut. I want it to sort of fade out. So this way, by doing it at the foundation stage instead of the concealer, you have a little bit more control over how harsh you're sort of cutting that eyeshadow. So you guys have seen me do this so many times. I'm just going to do the usual routine. I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C13.5 and I'm going to go on my cheekbones, and I'm going to take my LA Girl concealer in the shade Toast and contour my nose. So let's get it. Okay, so I'm very aware of the fact that I literally just stopped talking because I was just vibing to music. So I'm going to catch you up. So obviously I did the under eyes with the usual concealers and under eye correctors and all of that. Set it with my Beauty Bakery powder. And now I'm just going to clean up the side of the contour. You know how it is. And just make sure that everything is nicely set in place. And then I'm going to leave it for a few seconds and brush it all off. Now, oh my god, my hair is looking a bit mad. Now, oh, it's still mad, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish the eyes. Well, finish. Just do the next step on the eyes. So, I'm gonna take Basically like the same shades that we used before. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe, you know that like chocolate brown we used, yeah? So I'm going to use that first, and then I'm going to use the shade we used after, which was from this palette, and I'm just going to basically smoke out my lower lash line. This always scares me because I don't really do it much anymore. Like, I used to do this all the time, like every time I did my makeup, but I've not done it in so long, so this is about to be interesting. But again, you just want to start soft and gradually build it, because the worst is when you just go in too harsh and then it's like literally you look like you've just taken a knock to the eye. Just ease into it. So that's basically what I'm going to do with like a little fluffy brush. So yeah, hopefully you'll get what I mean when you watch it. Now what I'm going to do is put some bottom lash mascara, and then I'm going to take a highlighter and I'm going to do my inner corner and my brow bone. But first I'm going to take my NYX On The Rise mascara, and then we can see how the bottom lashes are looking. Now I'm going to take my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter, and I am going to take a very small brush. I'm going to take my Candy Cosmetics Pre-Glow Up Mist, give it a shake. Look how cute it is. It's like the Iconic London ones. I love this. Whenever I want to go for like a glowy, dewy look, this is really cute. So I'm just going to spray my brush, and then I will tap into the highlighter. I'm going to do the inner corners and the brow bone. So I also took it a little bit further than I usually do, so that it blends into the smoky eye, so we've got a bit of a transition, and I feel like that looks really cute. Alright, now I'm taking my BH Cosmetics setting powder, which I use as a bronzer, and I am going to stamp this on. We're just going to blend out the whole cheek area because she needs some attention. She's struggling a little bit. So we're going to stamp and slowly blend it out, and I'm not taking it too far down, I'm concentrating it towards the top, as you can see. Now I'm going to take my setting powder and my sponge, and I'm going to clean up underneath and brush it off straight away. You guys know I've been liking my Anastasia Beverly Hills one at the moment. So I'm going to take this, it's the blush trio in the shade Peachy Love. And I'm going to take, I don't know what colour I want. I'm really like vibing with the orange one at the moment, but I don't know if that's a bit too like, you know, upbeat for this look. Okay, I'm going to take the mauve. So that is in the shade Nectarine, and I am just gonna put that on. I really like this colour. I feel like I need to start going outside of my comfort zone more, because I always end up liking what I do. Okay, now highlighter. It's New Year's, guys, so we're not gonna hold back basically with this. I bet you're already gonna know what highlighter I'm gonna bring out. So I'm gonna get the Artist Couture highlighter because it is the most intense thing known to man, and I'm gonna take the shade Conceited, and here we go, guys, here we go. Now it's time for the lip, Nude Truffle by NYX. And I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do my outline, basically. I'm just gonna outline my lips. Now I'm gonna take the shade Chocolate from Barry M, and I'm just gonna accentuate like the Cupid's bow and the corners of my mouth, and also right at the bottom of my bottom lip. And now I'm just going in with my Glam by Toya gloss in the shade Sheer Butter Baby, because I want to kind of have some pigment to the gloss, and this is just the perfect complement to a smoky eye. So I'm just going to take this all over. Okay, now the lip is done. I'm just going to set my face with the Candy Cosmetics setting spray, and then we're basically good to go. So I'm going to go get changed into my glam outfit, sort my hair out, and I will be back to show you guys the finished look. Okay guys, so that is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed this one, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up down below, drop me a comment, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you guys all have a beautiful New Year's. Thank you so much for watching. Stay positive, stay smiling, stay safe. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye guys.